What is up, my Strong Heart crew? Welcome back to another video. You caught me in between nail polish, so just ignore that. And also, it just so happens to be shedding season, so we do not question how or why the skin is peeling off my hands. Anyways, today's project is we're going to be painting on a pineapple, as requested by my girl Columosity. Thank you so much for this request, girly. We also did the bananas recently. I also have a warpath against pineapples for some reason. I've always hated pineapples with an aggression. I don't like their texture. I don't like their flavor. They gotta be my least favorite fruit. I hate these things disproportionately. But we are not eating the pineapples today, we are painting on the pineapples, and it was really hard to get a good angle of this. This does not end up being the final angle, because obviously I had to get some better ones for the video, but it is definitely a hard fruit to film, unlike some other fruits that I've painted on before. Obviously, just before we get to going on painting on the pineapple, I want to do a little mini bonus squishy. I don't know, these are just fun to do, and I can get a little bit of ramble time in. Okay, anyway, so these little bonus squishies are fun, but I'm kind of running. I need to restock my squishies because I'm looking at my selection here and I'm like, how can I pastryify yet another fruit? Like, I like to do these on theme just to buy myself some ramble time just before I get into painting on the fruits. And I don't know, I have so many pastries and I don't know how to put a fruit into the form of a pastry because it's fun to make them on theme for the video. But yeah, I definitely need to restock a little bit. So yeah, some of these turn out good, some of them not. I don't know, they don't really matter that much since they're just little squishies. But I will say, I think this maybe was the hardest thing I've ever had to paint on in my culinary canvas series. Maybe pickles were a little bit harder. I never liked what I did with the pickles. I forget what I did, but I just know I did not like it. Anyway, there is our little finished squishy. It's derpy. The colors are a little bit off. I don't know. It was just supposed to be put a pineapple into the form of a donut. That's what I came up with. I was very tired. I'm in an eternal state of tired. But anyway, yeah, just pop that on there with my other little squishies. Anyway, for the pineapple, I decided to start kind of like trimming away at it. Obviously, you got to get the tag off and whatnot. But I feel like it would be harder to paint because there's already so many nooks and crevices and crannies. I feel like it'd be harder to paint if you didn't first snip off those little thingies, those little the things that stick out. I don't know what they're called, but those things. But obviously, it will be a lot easier to paint on without those. I realize I'm sitting here just sewing a pineapple. You never do know what's going on in someone's house. But yeah, I was only able to keep that semi-good angle for a little bit because at some point I'm like, okay, I gotta just sew the whole thing around and I can't have in this one wet side tipping over and getting on my background and then this and then that. So I just had to go to this angle eventually, but yeah. I did not know what to do with this. It was such a hard texture to paint on. So many crevices and crannies. It's just really freaking hard, and I don't know. I did not know what to do with it, so I decided, what if I try to just like make it look straight up trippy, like something that kind of hurts a little bit to look at but is also very cool. So I just went on with a bunch of different colors on the different little like sections of the pineapple. I didn't really know what I was going for, but this is kind of how it turned out. This is definitely one of my least favorite things I've done in this series. Like, it's okay. I don't know, they can't all be wins. It kind of looks like some sort of decoration you'd see in somebody's house, like on their shelf. But it was so hard to paint on. I spent ridiculous amount of time trying to do little touch-ups on the crevices in this, but it was so freaking hard. But yeah, obviously you can't keep them, so I just do like to slice them open every now and then just for funsies. But yeah, that's kind of how that turned out. I know, maybe it's okay and I'm just overthinking and I've been staring at it too long, but I don't know. The colors of it did turn out kind of fun, but the entire point of this series is just like, what could we possibly do with this? And the answer for this one is it's not the best painting material, but it definitely got me in some interesting experience. And it was kind of fun to just play around with some of the colors every now and then. I hope you guys have a good weekend, drink some water. Subscribing would really help. We're very close to like 400 subscribers. I love you guys very much. Goodbye. Thank you for showing up again, even though it usually goes a little bit better than this.